Hello, I am so glad that you are here. If you are seeing this video, that means that you have either contacted me and let me know that you're looking to invite someone into Avon, or you have already invited someone into Avon. And yes, welcome to leadership. Um, Here we do more of a coach player kind of leadership. You've seen this with me. So you want to lead. It's more of a do what I'm doing and show them what works for you and ideas of what could work for them. It's working together alongside each other, and that's gonna make trust and connection and show your team, exactly what's building your success so that they can build theirs. Um, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring you into some of the back office things so that you can see what's going on. Um, but I just want you to know that you don't have to know everything. We are totally in this together. So I am here right along with you to answer any questions for you or your new recruit. Let's jump in and check out the back office. Let me share because this is definitely opening up a new source of income for you, not just selling, but also in building your own team and your own. It's like working with your customers, building that relationship, building that team camaraderie. You want to be able to work together. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into this managed business, Seller Central, and then you're going to go down to compensation plan. And that is going to take you into the earnings part of Avon. So we already know that selling, that you are, you've got your selling chart and what you can earn, and always working with your representatives to know them, let them know the value of $120, to get their 30%, $350 to get 40% and beyond. We want to always share what it is to make them successful. We're all looking for that success and definitely want to make sure that our team members know that. So if you go down just a little bit, there is a chart here that basically goes into leadership compensation. Um, you're first coming in as a promoter, and then you just build your way down. And this kind of gives you an idea. The one thing I want to show you that is new this year is there is three. There's a number three all the way down. Every leader has to do this now. So you need three qualifying new recruits. What does that mean? That basically just means that you need to have three people on your team that places a $75 order or more in one of their first two campaigns. And that makes for a qualifying new recruit. So that is something that Avon has put in place. And we definitely want to make sure that we are hitting those goals because we have until campaign 23 to make that happen. Each year, this is the first year, so campaign 23. And if we have not hit that goal at that time, Avon's going to kind of work with us. And you that will be a point where you will stop earning on your account on your team members, but you won't lose them. And that's going to be a whole thing. So we will get to that later. But just remember that your goal is to get three qualifying new recruits to be to continue being a leader and earning that side money that's beyond selling. So here we go. What are your campaign performance requirements? what do you need to do each campaign? So each campaign, as a promoter, you need to sell $50. You have to have $50 in personal sales. And then um, your team member will order. So to break that down, basically, in order to earn anything from your team down, you need to have a $50 order as a promoter or a star promoter to earn anything as a leader. Um, and what makes you the difference between a promoter and a star promoter? That just means that did you have one team member order with you that campaign, or did you have two team members order with you that campaign? Um, so that's what the difference is there. And then over here is your earnings. You get 3%. And if you get down to the star promoter, you're going to get 3% and an additional 3%. It's kind of hard to kind of figure out the earnings, but you will get there. Um, After that, you go into your bronze, silver, and gold. You do have your personal sales go up, but you should be growing at this time. So personal sales of $200 a campaign, because you're really building at this point. You have to have a minimum. Here are your minimum first generation orders. You have to have a minimum of 3, 6, and 9. And here you start getting minimum total team sales. That is your sales and your teams. And bronze is 1,000, silver is 2,000, gold is 4,000, and so on. And as you can see, your earnings will go up as you advance. So just making sure that you're consistently placing at the beginning that you're consistently placing that $50 order. That way, when your team members are placing orders, you are able to earn off of what they're selling. This is that, that small additional income on top of being what you're earning for yourself for selling. Um, want to go into once you get in, you're going to have not only your regular my dashboard, but you're going to have a leadership dashboard. So you can go into leadership dashboard. I do, suggest that you work with this and you watch what you and your team members are doing. You can do this on either the computer or your phone. Computer is a little bit easier, especially if you're doing team reports and such. Um, but definitely want to, at least take advantage of what it has to offer, even if you're working off a phone or tablet. So showing you around a little bit back here. This is your dashboard. It's going to tell you your total team sales as of, it tries to stay up to date. Your total active team members. So we have way more on our team than 41, but we have 41 active team members. And then your own personal sales. Your personal sales are included in this number over here. If you go down to show more, it will break it down into more of a detailed. So here we can tell that we have 7 people in the first generation that has placed an order, 1 in my second generation, and 8 total team members have made orders. We've made 1,000 $1,028 in team sales, and 712 of that is leadership sales. Leadership sales is what you're earning off of, because as leaders, we do not earn off of everything. We can't earn off of tools like um, brochures and bags and other things that come into play. So our leadership sales are less than the actual sales of the team. But this is a place for you to kind of, if you're a numbers person, you're going to love this because it's going to give you order activity percentages and order size. And you're going to want to play with that. It's going to give you the number you began with and the number you ended with. So you're going to have numbers there to play with. And then it'll give you current year to date sales. Now, this is your own personal cells. So down below, remember this is personal. Um, and then you will go into a section that's action alerts. This is one place that is really going to help you get um, to knowing what your team is doing. So to grow your team, it's saying these are action items you can do to grow. Now, you're going to have team members that are about to be removed. That means if they're removed, they are just inactive. They're not closed. They are just inactive. You need to just let them know, hey, you're going to go inactive. And to keep your account active and searchable, you want to go ahead and place some type of order. About every 2.5 months, you need to have an order in. So we're not talking, a lot. But if you are in this business to grow, of course, you're going to be wanting to place an order way more than that. Then you will have some members that have just not sold in a complete year. Now they will be discontinued and their account will close. Avon does require us to have one sale per year, or your account closes. It'll tell you if you have new ambassadors that have placed orders. And when you click in there, when you click in all of these, it will be a report telling you exactly who and with your, and then on this one, it'll tell you how much the new team member is placed. I'm not clicking into them because I'm not giving personal information. Um, we have team sales, how many people have not ordered, how many people, new active members who have never placed an order. So this is a place where, where can we grow? Well, we could talk to these um, ambassadors to make sure that that they're knowing to get orders in. And here, uh, if you have team members underneath you, it will let you know if your leaders haven't put in an order yet to make their minimum. Then it will let you know that hey, you need to let those team members, those leaders know that they need to. And celebrate is my funnest activities because here I get to really get somebody and say, hey, congratulations, 3 team members have online sales, which is fantastic because getting team members, we all need to be sharing our links. So that is definitely something to celebrate. And if you have a team member getting an award from like an incentive or something, it will also show you who it is and what they've earned. And that way you can reach out and congratulate them too. Remember, this is all about, this isn't a leader as in I'm your boss. This is a coach cheering from the sidelines. Yay, you have made, you've done this and great job. Or, hey, you haven't placed an order yet. Time to get out on that field and make some plays. So definitely a coach player type of atmosphere. Here is if you like, more of a sliding, scale. It will tell you what your goal is. Um, if you've hit it, you will be above. I have to have a $200 minimum. I am at just almost 500. And I need to have 9 um, first generation, and I only have 7. My goal is $4,000, and we're only at 1,500. So this is a time to get in there and let the team members know, hey, we need to get in there and try to reach our goals. So just another way to look at making sure that we are getting in there and getting our goals. This will give us our earnings summary, and then it will give you a closed campaign comparison. So the last campaign, it will show you where you were last year, 2024 versus 2025. So it will tell you, how you're doing in comparison to last year, what you're earning at, because it will slide. Um, and definitely watch that. And you can watch and see, how you are. So this time last year, we only worked as a bronze promoter team, but this time we moved up to a working as a silver promoter. Now our achievement title is gold, so we're always reaching for that next level. But it's nice to see that we at least moved up from last year. So that's good. You've seen on this other side, um, they're going to give you incentives. So any incentives going on, you are able to search your downline simply by typing in their name, and it will tell you where this is going to come up with you first. So you'll be able to see how you're doing in the incentives. And then if you need to search your downline, you can type in their name, and then it will give you what your downline is doing so that you can encourage and cheer on your team members. So again, that's an incentive. Here is personally sourced. This is that qualifying 75. We have to have 3. We've got 16 campaigns left. Fortunately, I have done at this point, I have done 0. We're gonna work on that. Um, Here's another incentive. Again, um, that's something that you can search your downline and let them know how they're doing. Costa Rica for the yearly trip, where you're at, but also where can you search for your downline to see how they're doing and cheer them on and help them. Here, we usually get the buzz for as ambassadors, but here we're getting the buzz as a leadership buzz. I will tell you this doesn't update as often, but they will let you know different things going on. Another incentive to track, you can search your contacts. And this, of course, is yours may look different, but this is like where I am reaching my sales level. So you're able to watch and do your sales level. Again, being able to search for your team members, and the show more will just show you what you sold last year versus this year and how much you need to sell per campaign to reach that next goal. So like with me, I've already hit a 5-star ambassador. My goal is a 10-star. So in order to reach that, at this moment, I need to sell $244 per campaign. That will change as I put in orders or as I reach it. So there are just so many tools back here for you to use. Up here at the top, there are team reports that you can use. If you go into reports, you can look into Avon anniversaries, your team members' birthdays, great things to be able to celebrate and say, great job. You can just check into all kinds of, your sales for your whole team. You can click around here and it will show you different reports. Static is more for your incentives. So How are your team members? If you want to just look at a full spreadsheet, instead of looking at one, as you get a bigger team, you'll just want to look at a spreadsheet, and this will tell you who's doing what, how they're doing, and who you need to encourage, who you need to celebrate. Down here is leader tracking. Now, I did want to say that the one thing that you are, um, again, you can look through the reports, and they always let you be able to look at what is going on with your team. But the one thing that I did want to make sure that I express to you, that this bronze level right here is where the magic happens, because this is where Avon actually acknowledges you as a leader in Avon. Um, the first two are just kind of starting up. Your bronze is where you get recognized, and that's where you will get incentives just for um, being a leader. So definitely strive to get to the bronze leader. That way you can get incentives that are made for actual leaders, and that is a fantastic place to be. So again, making sure that we are challenging our team. That's a little bit of an overview, but challenging and encouraging our new team members for that $75 first order in their first or second campaign, making sure that they understand the earnings chart so that they know that $120 is, their 30%, 350 is their 40%. You're going to want to encourage your team to be able to earn as much as they want to be successful. And we're here to cheer them on and be there. Um, Leadership is about growing together. It's not just building a team, you're building a relationship, you're building confidence, and you're building an additional income. So definitely making sure that you are um, uh, getting ready to work as a mentor, leader, and making sure you're checking your dashboard and coming to me for any questions. If you are ready for a one-on-one on how to work any of that, anything in the back office, or you are ready to tell me what you need from me to help you succeed, we are here to learn together and to work together. So please make sure that if any of this has brought up a question, or you're just ready to, you need a mentor, you just need that accountability person for a leadership approach, I'm here for you. We can do any type of one-on-ones that you would like. We can do them per campaign. We can, do them however you like, and just schedule a 30-minute get together or some way to touch base. And, that way you, per campaign, you can ask me questions and grow your team. And the one thing that I also want to make sure that you know is that all your team is welcome into Team Amazing. Anybody under me is definitely welcome. Invite them into the Facebook group, and bring them in so that they can see everything that they're sharing. Let me know that you have somebody that has come in. I can send them the team newsletter, or, well, welcome letter, that I have for new team members, and I can get them into our texting list. So letting me know that they're here is very important, so that I can also make sure that they're getting what they need, if you need me to get that to them also. So I am so proud of you for jumping into a brand new way of earning in Avon, and I am so excited to work with you and help both you and your team grow.